Hi guys, this is going to be tip number 12. It's going to be very quick, well, as quick as possible. I've just parked outside KFC, so I'm going to run in and get some food. I've been working on Facebook ads half the day today, learning what the hell these Facebook ads are and advertising and lead pages and blah blah blah. But I'm constantly trying to learn all the time and educate myself. Well, we're on tip number 12. Yeah. Now, tip number 12 is the 80-20 rule. I have two versions of this 80-20 rule. Now, what the 80-20 rule says is that 20% of what you do is giving you 80% of your results. So most people in their lives, 20% of what they're doing is getting them most of their income and most of their happiness in their lives. So let's say when I was starting up in the property business, I was doing so much things with my time, but 20% of my time I was viewing properties. I was viewing properties, viewing. I was learning what mortgages were. I was studying, just 20% of the time. But that 20, let's say 20-30% of my time got me to my first £1 million. And now I've learned that is what the productive things that I do are the things that I should be concentrating on, and not painting and decorating and becoming an estate agent. I'm a property investor. I'm a property developer now. My time goes in developing and learning and studying and being creative. So that's the 80-20 rule. 20% of what you do gets you your results most of the time. Now, I have another philosophy on the 80-20 rule. And that is something that I am studying at the moment and practicing. It's 20% of your bad habits is ruining 80% of your life. It's like you have a beautiful barrel of wine, the best wine in the world. One drop of dirt in that barrel of wine spoils all the wine. So people, we have bad habits, and I have bad habits that I'm still working on. But when I look at it, those bad habits that I have, they might happen occasionally. I might create these bad habits or do these habitual bad habits very, very randomly. But when you do something that's bad in your character, it doesn't spoil that moment. It spoils 80% of your life. So if you're listening to this and you have some bad habits that you're trying to change, realize that those habits that, although let's say 7 days there's 7 days in a week, you might do these bad habits for half an hour. Or you might say certain words a couple of times a week. You might upset somebody for 5 minutes in that week, but it spoils 80% of your life. So 80-20 rule. 20% of what you're doing is getting you 80% of your money and your happiness. And also 20% of your bad habits is giving you 80% of a bad life. So this is the Sunil Show. I am the student loan millionaire. I'm off to KFC now to get some quick food. Then I'm going to go home and watch EastEnders on my BBC iPlayer. I don't watch much TV, but as a habit, since I'm young, I watch EastEnders. It's like a book. I know it's very depressing and there's all problems, but it's a bit of an escape for me. But I don't watch much TV at all. I'm too busy creating and having awesome creative meetings with people and seeing how my future can be expanded. But I love you all. Tip number 12. was the 80-20 rule, and I'm sure you heard it. So all the best. Have a great evening. Bye bye.